Take a moment to reflect. Are you truly living the life God has called you to live? Think about your career. Does it bring you joy and fulfillment, or is it just a means to an end? Are you quick to forgive those who hurt you, following the teachings of the Bible? How is your health? Are you taking care of the body God has given you? Are you helping others when you have the opportunity? Most importantly, are you trusting God even during the challenging times? Consider how you use your words. Do you gossip, or do you speak to uplift others? Are you being a good employee, making the most of the opportunities God has placed before you? And in your relationships, are you a supportive partner, friend, or relative? These are vital questions to ponder as you seek to understand what God is calling you to do in the different seasons of your life. God's calling isn't just about your career or your life's purpose. It's about listening to Him in every aspect of your life, whether in your professional pursuits, your relationships, or your personal growth. God is always guiding you, but the key to following His direction lies in your ability to quiet the noise around you and focus on His voice. God's communication with you is constant. He speaks to you in your thoughts, through your intuition, and in the circumstances of your life. His voice often comes through your friends, your enemies, your bosses, your children, or even through your health. Rarely does He shout or use a loud, thundering voice. Instead, He speaks softly, through a gentle nudge, a quiet thought, or an inner prompting that guides you to make the choices that align with His will. The more you practice listening to this still, small voice, the more attuned you will become to it, and the easier it will be to follow where it leads. If you're struggling to understand what God is asking of you, remember this simple truth. Do what His Word tells you to do. Make sure that every choice you make in every area of your life aligns with the Word of God. God's guidance will always be for your benefit, even if it's challenging at the moment. Whether He's leading you to let go of a long-held dream, end a relationship that no longer serves you, or step out in faith toward a new opportunity, trust that His plan is always for your good, because He knows your future better than you do. God's desire is for you to thrive in every area of your life. He wants your health, relationships, career, and spiritual life to flourish. That's why He continually calls you to make choices that align with His will, even in the smallest aspects of your daily life. You might think that some areas of your life don't matter, but to God, every part of your life is significant. There may be times when you feel prompted to forgive a coworker who has wronged you, to release resentment towards your spouse, to take better care of your health by eating well and exercising, to be the first to apologize, or to focus on an important task rather than indulging in something more enjoyable. God calls you to put your faith into action by doing what is right, even when it's difficult. If you find yourself unhappy in your career, take a moment to ask yourself why. Are you in the wrong field? Are you working for the wrong company? Or could it be that you're simply harboring the wrong attitude? Sometimes we end up in jobs because we're trying to meet someone else's expectations, or because the job comes with a prestigious title. However, when you're not aligned with God's will for your career, you'll eventually feel drained, frustrated, and unhappy. This dissatisfaction will inevitably spill over into other areas of your life, including your home life. Pay attention to what makes you feel alive. Notice what brings you joy and gives your life meaning when you engage in it. God often speaks to you through your passions and interests. What lights up your heart? Is it writing, cooking, working with children, motivating others, or solving complex problems? Whatever it is, find a way to lean into those areas. Even small, regular steps toward doing what you love can open doors to greater opportunities that align with God's purpose for your life. We gain energy from activities that bring us joy and feel drained when we're forced into roles that don't suit us. This is why being in the right career, one that aligns with God's calling for your life, is essential. When you're walking in the path God has set for you, you'll feel energized, motivated, and this positive energy will ripple out to those around you. If God is calling you to be a teacher instead of a lawyer, or a baker instead of an accountant, or even a stay-at-home parent rather than pursuing a corporate title, follow his calling. If he's urging you to forgive a coworker who wronged you, to let go of unhealthy habits, or to step out in faith and make a bold change, trust that he knows what's best for you. Following God's calling doesn't mean life will always be easy, or that you'll be happy at every moment. But it does mean you'll experience a deep, abiding joy and peace that comes from trusting and having faith in God and living within his perfect will. When God calls you, he also equips you. He's already put everything in place to help you succeed. Trust that his plan is perfect and that his timing is always right. Keep your focus on him, be obedient to his call, and watch how he shows up in your life in ways you never imagined. Embrace the journey, trust his guidance, and continue to move forward in faith.